Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, People's Petroleum, Prefecture 195. Cheers. You know, if, as it turns out, if you're a bit persistent, this ridiculous thing, bridge viaduct, the first segment is finished, but this one we haven't gotten so far on, isn't actually needed, because it was possible to get in a sort of mountain road up here. But then all the extra infrastructure that we need to get up to Tourist Hill is really only this road, this bridge, and then we're there. So I think screw this, because this is 19,000 workdays and 4,500 tons of concrete, and not only that, it does also look quite silly. These look maybe also a little bit silly, but not on the order of magnitude of these. You know what? Screw you. Indeed. And I think maybe screw this one too, because it's just in the way, really. There we go. Now we're using a more sensible approach to this. Just this road might not be the best, but we have so many poor roads in the nation, so what difference does it make? Very little. In fact, now we're almost at the bridge here, and this one doesn't look silly at all. This is completely reasonable and necessary, and all such things, and all is good again, you know. But to do this was quite a bit of hassle. I think it took like half an hour of holding down the mouse button to flatten the terrain and trying again and deleting a bit, going back a bit, deleting a bit the road, going up forwards again, holding down the mouse button and so on. Then I made it all the way to the cable car, and it turns out you can't draw a road in under a cableway cable. So I had to restructure that a bit too. This now takes a slightly different approach here. This bit maybe we can leave in. I mean, if you're tired of things, this is a good place to go for it. Should have built it at a bit of more of an angle upwards, maybe. Yes. Something like that then. Yes. As a ramp for when you've had it in the Soviet Republic. If you had a personal car, you could take it and drive it off there. Not recommended, but you could. And they're missing asphalt, but the asphalt should be on its way, and we need 75 tons of it. It's not like we needed 20,000 tons of concrete or whatever it was. Oh, this is much more manageable. Another thing that is maybe perhaps not so manageable is this. That is 15,500 workdays remain to get this heating pipe. It's because here they dig like 50 meters into the mountain or something. Yeah, that's the way it is. They'll be finished well before we're done with all the roads and everything up here, I think. But this is great. We're making such progress now all of a sudden with this. We're not just waiting for the silly bridge to not be done. the dumpers coming with the asphalt. We have asphalt pavers, and we also have workers here. No, we don't have any workers. Well, come on, bring workers too, so we get this sped up a bit. Here are 2 Mercedes buses coming, with a total of 92 workers. Okay, that ought to do. Make quite a difference. Indeed it does. So, in the meantime, let's go and have a look at Prison Mountain, which has been christened properly and so on. Now, we have 2 of these buildings too. Some children can't go to lots of people who aren't able to get food. That's no good. Oh. Are we okay? We're sort of overextending this a bit. But why are you bringing 105 workers down the mountain? You're not supposed to do that. Only load passengers here and you force all the workers off. So why is this happening? This is no good. They're not going to be happy here, I'm afraid. Could we do anything about it? Maybe. If we do a separate bus line, I think that we could do something about it. One that is primarily focused on bringing these people down to the shopping facilities and school. Then what we want is a bus end station. I like these. Turns out large bus end station. Oh, come on, don't be this one. There you go. And the construction office sign tool there is. How did you have electricity? Probably didn't. Just about. You're good. Good for you. And then we could have many buses, smaller buses at higher frequency, maybe going down, bringing people to shop and school and such. But the orphanage situation is ridiculous, because now I have 12 orphanages here up on this mountain, and a further like 8 or so in the nation, and they, no matter how many I build, they're always overcrowded. And the childs without appropriate upbringing here, they don't turn out well. But such is life in the Soviet Republic. Although this second building really was one too many. Now we have a bit too many people that are unable to get food. And it's spreading to these buildings too. Yeah, but this bus line will take care of it. Maybe. We just get a bit more frequency here. It should be alright. And I don't know why this isn't quite working. You come here fully loaded with workers. You're told to get off the workers and force citizens to step out of the vehicle. And then you only load students and passengers. But you still go back down the mountain with 82 workers? How does that work? It doesn't. No, because you don't load workers, whatever the reason they have for being here. You're not supposed to load them. So I don't quite understand how this is happening. Oh. Oh, that road is just about to be finished. There you go. Now I can build that too. And once you've done so, we can have probably have a little bit of a better bus service for these people and therefore help them along a bit. I could build a shop up here. That would alleviate all problems because then people wouldn't have to travel on the cable car to do their shopping. But then I'm a bit stubborn sometimes and have some silly ideas about things. This is one of those. We're not building a shop up here. No, they will have to make do with the cable car and bus. In the meantime, we can just have a look at the oil refineries and see that they are working properly as they are supposed to, and that they are well supplied with oil. Judging from the smokestacks, I'd say that they are running at continuously 100%. Yes, but now the first one is lacking oil every now and then. Okay, it won't be possible to get this perfect. But this is perfect enough. You look at this, that's not perfect enough. Oh. That's annoying. I thought I had this figured out. What's going on out here where they load on the train? I have this now. We don't send trains in here anymore. So it really should only be the passive overflow that goes into that train. And then how much oil is flowing through here? Maximum. I have to run the game at normal speed to see that it actually is stable at maximum. Also, running the game at normal speed might allow. Yes, running the game at normal speed, then it can sustain the oil supply and even build it up over time. But when we're running at high speed, it behaves a bit differently when you are a little bit short on the CPU cycles. For the Soviet Republic. This is just how it is. You see, they have already done that bit of road and they have even started work on this. 120 workers on the construction site. 13. And then 100. Just need to bring a lot of concrete and gravel here for the groundworks, and then bricks, steel, asphalt to finish the thing. That is much more reasonable than what we had previously. And the little ramp, you'll do too. Good. So that is that then. It will still be quite a while before we have the tourist mountain ready for accepting tourists. A little while to build all these streets and everything, but we'll get there. We'll get there. It's the 4th of July of 2053. I bet the next summer, we might not be ready. And all these fiddly small street bits, they take forever to do. And I also have a little bit of a wasted travel with all the materials all the way from down here at the harbor where the various materials are stored, and through the twisty mountain roads up here. But they do get here, and the construction is running without issues. And we should also, I should turn this on now. Yes, we can take it in a bit to 28-30 FPS at a place like this, running at high speed. Or if we go down to the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture proper, i.e. the capital, I think it goes down to like 15. Around here, Utopia, center of Utopia. How about that? 20. Because this will ought to, unless, you know, the goddamn mail truck drives off the road or something, which could happen. 17 frames per second here. This should be the last installment on the old classic hardware, and the next one should be on the new fancy Ryzen 5900X. I'm only changing the motherboard, CPU and RAM. Still the same old GPU, sorry, insanely expensive nowadays. My old GPU, 5-year-old GPU or whatever it is, GTX 1060, second-hand market, it has the same value as I paid for it new. So there is something strange going on in the GPU market, and I'm not going to get into that under current circumstances. Also, I don't think that this game, what we're limited to here really is GPU. I think this is a lot more CPU intensive. And in a place like this, if it doesn't do anything for the frames per second, then what do I do then? Then I've been wrong. Yeah, but then I could turn down the draw distance and actually have some gains, I think. But mostly, since in a dead place like here, looking straight at the ground, we're at 30 frames per second, and we should be at 60 if it's all keeping up. And that ought to have a significant improvement. I don't know how much though, but hopefully some. It's almost 10 years between the CPUs that will be changing here. And yeah, the problem is that the game is not parallelized. It's dual threaded. And well, this new CPU has 12 cores, goddammit, but how many does the game use then? 2. Yes. The current CPU has 4 cores, so the game uses half of those. Hopefully that should allow the new CPU to use its turbo clock speed at a sustained in a sustained fashion, and thereby, because the clock frequency is about the same, the base clock. I think I have 3.4 gigahertz now, and isn't the new one like 3.7? But the turbo clock frequency of the new one is like 4.8 or something. And if it can sustain that on the core that is running the Soviet simulation, that ought to make something to this number. And hopefully we could get some nice, smooth looks at the Republic before abandoning it forever. Then again, if it turns out that it runs real smooth, but the map is we have only scratched the surface in development here. 56,000 citizens. What if we were to triple that to 150,000 citizens? Down here, for example, there's plenty of space to build. You get into advanced industry, doing engineering, building cars or whatever. But for the moment, we can barely keep up with making enough electronics. I think this year, have we imported any electronics? We're importing gravel still. But no, we have not imported any electronics. Last year, 42 tons. So we're almost self-sufficient. We can even look at the domestic consumption and production. We made 465 tons of electronics, and in the citizens facility we consumed 499 tons. Not quite self-sufficient, and I need to build yet another complete goddamn production line with one huge chemical plant, 2 electrical components factories and a plastics factory, and an electronics assembly hall, then to get self-sufficient on the electronics once and for all, or at least for the current population. Yes. So well, it depends. We might do that, we might not. The first limit to this series was supposed to be 100 episodes. We're approaching 200 now. So, but then again, I might get a new feeling sometime, and we might go to 300 if the performance holds up. You never know, and if the will and everything is with us here, I don't know. I'm not going to commit to such an action. Also, how much People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture can you really stand? Unlimited amount, of course. It's the People's Proletarian Prefecture. What the hell? Petroleum. Yeah. Anyway, this is now half done, which is very good. Cheers. What am I having? I'm having a Småland today. 2322 hours. Yes, today, to this night. That's a good one, that one. It isn't trying to be anything that it isn't. It's just good. Oh, the little ramp is coming along. One person is working on it. Was working on it. Yes. Well, I suppose that's that then for 195, and with this we also say goodbye. Hopefully, knock on wood. Knock on wood. There, knock on wood has been knocked on. Say goodbye to the current Soviet simulator hardware, and next time say hello to the new one. Thank you so very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.